All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive.
His hand of the world of music and aging and legacy and all those good things.
Right.
Looks like we got some listener mail about this Ringo Starr story.
Yeah.
Seems like a lot of you are curious about these tour cancellations and what it means for aging rock stars. So
for sure.
Let's get right into it. For those of you who maybe haven't seen the news, Ringo had to cancel the last 2 shows of his fall tour because he had a cold.
Yeah, and, it might seem like not a big deal, like a cold, just power through it. But when you're talking about someone like Ringo who's 84 years old, touring is so demanding, even for,
absolutely,
younger artists.
Yeah.
All the travel and the performing every night. It's a lot on the body.
I can't even imagine having to be like, sorry, everybody, no show tonight. I've got the sniffles.
I know, right? And just the pressure of having to perform at that level.
Oh, yeah.
At that age, it makes you appreciate, what these guys are still doing.
For sure. And it's not just him, right? I mean, we've seen this kind of thing with Elton John, Paul McCartney, Ozzy Osbourne, even having to kind of adjust their touring plans as they get older.
It's a trend we're seeing more and more of, I think, as these, iconic musicians get older. They're trying to find that balance between still performing for the fans and also, taking care of themselves.
Taking care of their health.
Exactly.
Yeah, it makes you think if you've got a chance to see your favorite band, go for it.
Don't wait.
Don't wait. You don't know how much longer they're going to be doing their thing. And it's interesting. The fan reaction to this whole thing with Ringo has been really positive.
Right.
Like, everybody's just sending well wishes.
It's all love for Ringo.
Get well soon.
Exactly.
Which I think speaks to his whole vibe, right? Like,
that peace and love.
The peace and love.
That's not just a saying.
It's real. It's authentic.
It's genuine. He lives it.
Exactly. And he's been doing this for so long.
I know. Decades.
6+ decades in the public eye.
Yeah.
That's gotta be.
It's incredible.
It's incredible. And to still have that.
Right. And to still have
that positive energy.
And that energy.
It's remarkable.
Yeah.
It really is. Which I guess leads to the next question. How is he doing this?
Right. The man is 84 years old.
84.
And still rocking out.
This is Ringo Starr we're talking about.
Yeah.
He's a Beatle.
Exactly, a Beatle.
So what's the secret?
Well, it's no secret that Ringo's a vegetarian. He's been doing that since the early 90s.
Right.
And he's very strict about his exercise routine.
Okay.
Like works out with a trainer every day.
Wow.
Meditates.
Oh, wow.
And he's been sober for decades.
Right. Okay, so let's break this down for a second.
Okay.
Vegetarian, we get it. Good for the body, good for the planet.
Right.
But daily workouts with a trainer at 84.
Yeah, that's dedication.
That's commitment.
That's amazing.
It really is. And it makes you think about, what it takes to maintain that kind of energy.
Right. Especially after a career in rock and roll.
Yeah.
Which is why I think the sobriety part is so important because the long-term effects of substance abuse can really catch up with you. Especially as you age.
Especially as you age.
Yeah.
It's inspiring, right? Makes you think twice about that extra slice of pizza.
Right. It's all about balance. But, Ringo's case is interesting for a lot of reasons. It's not just about being a musician or even a rock star. I mean, this is a Beatle we're talking about, one of the last living links to that whole era.
It's crazy to think about. Only him and Paul McCartney left.
I know, and the weight of that legacy.
Oh, yeah.
Must be immense.
To still be performing and creating after all this time.
It's incredible, really. And, they haven't slowed down that much.
Right. They put out that new song last year.
Now and then, and they've both talked about how much they still love making music together.
It makes you wonder what keeps them going.
Well, passion, obviously.
Right.
But also that willingness to adapt. I mean, look at Ringo's new touring strategy.
Starting in Vegas?
Yeah, shorter legs, less travel. Makes sense.
Smart move. Makes me wonder if that's going to become the norm.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
I think we're already seeing that shift.
Yeah.
More and more artists setting up those residencies.
Makes sense. Less wear and tear on the body.
Exactly. And for the fans, it's like a guaranteed show.
Right. They'll be there.
Exactly. It's a win-win, really. But it does make you think the future of live music, as these legends start to slow down even more.
What happens then? Holographic concerts.
Maybe virtual reality.
Yeah. Who knows? The technology is definitely there.
Right. It's going to be interesting to see how it all evolves.
For sure. But getting back to Ringo for a sec.
Yeah.
I think it's important to highlight that whole health and wellness aspect of his story.
Absolutely. He walks the walk.
Right. He's not just talking about peace and love. He's living it.
Exactly. And I think that resonates with people.
It's inspiring.
For sure. It shows that you can be a walk star and still prioritize your well-being.
Yeah. And speaking of prioritizing your well-being.
Ooh, good segue.
Got to give a shout out to our sponsor, topnaturalhealth.com.
Yes.
They've got everything you need to live your healthiest life.
Supplements, healthy snacks.
All kinds of good stuff.
And don't forget to use that special promo code DEEPDIVE at checkout.
For a sweet discount. But yeah, getting back to Ringo, it's not just the physical health. It's the mental and emotional stuff too.
Right. The guy just radiates positivity.
He really does. Which I think speaks to finding that balance in life.
It's not just about fame and fortune. It's about finding what brings you joy.
And for Ringo, that's clearly music and spreading that message of peace and love.
Absolutely. He's a true icon in every sense of the word.
What keeps him going? You know what I mean?
It's the music, right? Like they say, it's the universal language.
Yeah. And Ringo's music in particular.
It's got that timeless quality to it.
It really does. Mm-hmm. You know, it just makes you want to tap your feet.
Exactly. It's happy music. It makes you feel good.
And it's nostalgic for a lot of people too.
Yeah.
Right? Like seeing him live.
Oh, absolutely. It takes you right back.
It's like a time machine. Speaking of time though, makes you think about the future. You know, what happens when bands like the Beatles are gone?
It's a weird thought, right? But the music will live on. I think that's the point.
Yeah. And the stories. And
the legacy.
The legacy. Yeah. And who knows, maybe technology will find a way to keep it going even longer.
Oh, I'm sure it will. Holographic concerts, virtual reality, all that.
Imagine experiencing a Beatles concert like you were actually there.
That'd be wild. But for now,
we can still see the real deal.
Exactly. Catch Ringo while you still can.
Because who knows how much longer he'll be touring.
Right. He's a legend. Appreciate him while we go.
Well said. Well, deep divers, we've covered a lot of ground today.
We have.
Ringo's health, the Beatles' legacy, the future of music.
The whole shebang.
The whole shebang.
Yeah.
But before we wrap up, I want to leave you with one final thought.
Okay.
So if you could ask Ringo one question, just one, about how to live a long and healthy and fulfilling life.
Ooh, that's a good one.
What would it be? Think about that, deep divers. Let us know.
Yeah, let us know. And in the meantime,
take care of yourselves.
Be good to each other.
And as always,
peace and love.
Peace and love.